Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome none other than Shah Rukh Khan.
Thank you very much and a very good evening to you. Namaskar and assalamu alaikum to all of you present here. मैं ज़्यादा वक्त नहीं लूँगा आप लोगों का, दो तीन बातें करूँगा बस और फिर उसके बाद I think we'll open to the press to ask us about TED Talks India नई सोच. First of all, why TED Talks? And बचपन में मुझे मालूम नहीं कैसे ये हुआ, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ हुआ कि मेरे माँ बाप ने या टीचर्स ने या दोस्तों ने या जो मोहल्ले वाले हैं उन सब लोगों ने कुछ ऐसा कुछ सिखाया मुझे कि मुझे जानने की इच्छा बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई हर चीज़ में. सो लाइक क्यूरियस जॉर्ज और द क्यूरियस कैट, आई वांट टू नो एवरीथिंग. मुझे बड़ी तकलीफ़ होती है अगर कोई चीज़ या कोई शब्द मुझे बोला जाए और मुझे उसका मायने ना आता हो या उसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग ना हो. मोर ऑफन देन नॉट, बिकॉज आई एम एन एक्टर, व्हेन पीपल से समथिंग दैट आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड और नो अबाउट, I just act out that I've understood by behaving like, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Lot of words that Uday speaks just before we did, like eclectic, I still don't understand. But back there, I kept on going, this is a very eclectic show, yeah, I understand, yeah. So I've been doing that all my life. But the only good habit I have is as soon as I find out something I don't know, even before the times of Google, when we used to look for words in the dictionary, or if we were well-to-do enough, had an encyclopedia at home, I would rush home and try to understand, ask my father, ask my mother, ask my teachers. And the only thing else that I could ask was TED Talks. At that time, TED Talks wasn't available like it is now on the digital medium, and now inshallah on television very, very soon. But I was a big fan of TED Talks. और वो इसलिए नहीं कि हमेशा वो जवाब मुझे मिलता था जो मैं पूछना चाह रहा था सवाल, बट उन लोगों की बातें जो मर्द और औरत वहाँ पे आके बातें करते थे, उनसे कुछ ना कुछ मुझे समझने को, सीखने को मिलता था. For years I followed TED Talks, and especially when the World Wide Web came around, even in the days with that old modem. We've forgotten those days, now we just click on something, it happens. The world has moved on so much, but the only thing that hasn't changed for me is that I still look forward to hearing a TED Talk, whichever's happening anywhere in the world. When they started a franchise all around the world, TED Talks X, TEDx, I started following that. And first of all, before I go on to say anything, I want to genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank this wonderful gentleman, Chris Anderson, and this lovely lady, Juliet, for allowing me to be a part of TED Talks recently when they called me over to Vancouver. It is perhaps, if I may say, the most eclectic, intellectual, wonderful gathering that I've ever been in the world, and perhaps the greatest achievement of my whole career and actually my whole 52 years of life. So thank you so much, Chris, and thank you, Juliet, for calling me there. I was extremely nervous. I didn't know how to speak there, being an actor, professional actor for 30 years, but to go and speak in front of some of the best minds, and not the best minds because they have a collection of the greatest of scientists, innovators, inventors, no. The best minds because they have the simplest idea, the smallest idea, and they're willing to share it with the world, because I truly believe the world changes by the smallest of ideas. I hear a lot of people who talk about world domination and taking over and doing this and changing the face. No, I think all changes that take place in the world, in life, anywhere in the universe, I think, is because of a small idea. And I think the bigness of TED Talks lies in the fact that it gives a huge platform to the smallest of ideas. So, for me to be on this platform as a host, as an anchor, I don't even know what we'll call it that once the show comes on air. I want to thank the other gentleman who came on stage before me, that is Mr. Uday Shankar. So thank you so much, sir. Kahan pe aap? For allowing me to be standing here, and thank you for taking this one big step. In the times when we are trying to take everything on to the digital world, why, pray, are we trying to bring stuff back on television? Is that a step backward? I don't think so. The main essence of that is the language part of it. मुझे ऐसा लगता है, जो उदय साहब ने भी कहा, कि हम लोग कहीं ना कहीं पर हमारी अपनी भाषा, अब हमारी भाषा थोड़ी मिक्स हो चुकी है, मतलब हिंदुस्तानी सी हो गई है, इंग्लिश भी है उसमें, हिंदी भी है, स्पोकन जो भाषा है वो इजी हो गई है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं पर हमारी भाषा के अंदर इंटेलेक्चुअलिज्म जो है, मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है, मुझे कभी कभी लगता है समझ भी नहीं आता है, क्योंकि इतने भारी भरकम वर्ड होते हैं. एक एंटरटेनमेंट चैनल को ये स्टेप लेने के लिए, सॉरी Chris and Juliet, I'm just saying good things about you when I'm speaking in Hindi. I'm still praising you. Okay? So मैं अगर प्रेस नहीं भी कर रहा हूँ तो बीच में मैं बोलता रहूँगा, जूलियट, क्रिस, एक बार तालियां बजा दो. See, I didn't say anything good about you, just made them clap. So, like I was saying, the fact an entertainment channel like Star, they do some wonderful journal entertainment programs and they have all kind of series, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not saying one of the only ones, many years ago I remember Uday Saab met me and he started a program called Satyamev Jayate. I think that was the step in the right direction. You take issues, you take things that are happening in our country and present it to the country, men and women, so they understand and perhaps come up with solutions for the same. और इसलिए मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि स्टार पे टेड टॉक्स इंडिया नई सोच का आना बहुत अहम बात है. वो इसलिए कि वो हमारी भाषा में होगी. वो एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म होगा जहाँ पे हमारे देशवासी, हमारे हिंदुस्तानी लोग, मर्द और औरतें और जवान लोग, a country which perhaps is the youngest, actually is the youngest country in the world, gives you an opportunity, a stage, a platform, giving an opportunity to our youngsters to come and share ideas, small ideas, which will change not only our country, but hopefully the rest of the world too, for the better. और आखिरी बात मैं सिर्फ ये कहना चाहूँगा कि मैं इसमें क्या कर रहा हूँ और मैं इसमें क्यों. मैं इसलिए हूँ because I don't think I could have gotten an opportunity. I've been working for 30 years as an actor, a movie star. I sing, I dance, I fall, I fight, I romance, I emote, I do everything. But there's very seldom I'm able to show, nudify myself for who I am and come in front of people on a platform and say, this is who I actually am. This is who I am as a father, as a husband, as a friend, as just a normal guy who came from Delhi 30 years ago to make a living in Mumbai and has done rather well for himself. But who am I? I think TED Talks India, Nai Soch, gives me that platform just to be me. And unashamedly so, happily so, eclectically so, intellectually so, smartly so, happily so, and in every which way possible, perhaps one of the most satisfying, if I may call it, jobs that I've done in my whole career. So thank you, Uday. Thank you, Star. Thank you, everyone in this country to give me this opportunity. One last thing, I have started feeling lately since I've turned 50 that it has become much easier in this world now to hate, to be blatantly aggressive, to put your thought out there because I think so. And it's very nice. Maybe it'll bring about a great change in the world. Maybe picking up cudgels, walking down the roads, getting angry with each other, having spats, abusing. Maybe that's the way, the directness of it all is going to change the world. But I truly believe that in this rush, in this hoard, इस भागम दौड़ में, नफरत करने में, गुस्सा करने में, हम लोग प्यार को भूल गए. And I genuinely would like to claim today that I am not just the best lover in the world as I've shown myself in the films, I am love itself. I truly believe in the power of love. And love is nurtured by ideas, small simple ideas, warmth of ideas, goodness of ideas, kindness of ideas, just believing in a simple thing that you want to believe in. And I think TED Talks India, TED Talks itself for years has just been doing that. It has been spreading ideas, simple ideas to the rest of the world. As a matter of fact, unwittingly, unknowingly, this is a platform which will somehow spread love when it gives opportunities to people to come and discuss things that they always believe in, feel for, but have never thought it's good enough to be spread to the world or shared with the world. So I thank you all for being here. When the show comes out, I hope you all like it, because Star does stand for entertainment too. We are not taking that away from the show. It's a difficult mix. बहुत मुश्किल है कि entertaining platform भी बना के रखें, उसको intellectual भी रखें, उसको inspiring भी रखें, उसको खुशहाल भी रखें, उसको अच्छा भी रखें. तो हमारी बहुत मेहनत गई है इसके अंदर. हमने बहुत कोशिश की है और हमें ऐसा लगता है कि मेरी कोशिश या क्रिस की कोशिश या उदय साहब की कोशिश या स्टार टीम की कोशिश की वजह से नहीं, जस्ट बिकॉज ये थॉट अच्छा है, आप लोगों को ये सुनना और जानना अच्छा लगेगा, शायद इसलिए ये एंटरटेनिंग भी होगा. So I hope for the best for the program. I thank you for your time. I'm sorry, I think I've spoken longer than I should. But once again, God bless you all for being here. Once again, thank you, Chris, for making me a part of this. Thank you, Uday, for making me a part of this and paying me so much money for the IPL franchise too. That helps. Some more new shoes and some new cooler clothes. I mean, I have a better car than Uday now, so that's... And thank you, Juliet. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, everybody. Some of the men and women who have worked hard for this in the production part of it, who are backstage right now. Thank you, Star Plus. Thank you, Star. And thank you, all of you, for being here. I hope you all have a good evening and a good life and take away some good ideas. And I will take one moment now to call upon the two men who are actually responsible for this. Me, as usual, will take the credit. When the show comes out, everybody will say, "Kya yaar, Shah Rukh ne kya kaam kiya, kamal kar diya yaar, maza aaya, kya baat hai yaar." सिर्फ शाहरुख कर सकता है ना. He's beautiful, he's handsome, he's intellectual, he's so sexy. So all the credit I will take away. But the two men and the people behind who have actually made this happen, I'd like to call them back on stage. So the biggest round of applause for Chris and Uday sir. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, as you rightly said, indeed your love itself. Kuch kuch hota hai. Thank you so much. Pleasure to have you here. Thank you. May I request you to please be seated. सवाल जवाब का सिलसिला एक जिन्होंने महीनों का है. Welcome everyone. Before we open the floor for the Q&A, I want to ask Juliet a question. Juliet, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, what has been your experience of putting this show together?
Well, it's been the best. I've made over 200 hours of television in my Choti Si Zindagi. And this has been the best experience in my entire life. You can imagine, as somebody from England living in New York, making television, working in Hindi was a challenge. But the team at Fremantle and the team, well, Gaurav and Manisha and everybody at Star Plus have made it the best experience of my working life. And I'm so proud of the speakers that we have on the program and of the entertainment value of the program. And when you look at the audience, they are so enwrapped on the shows. If there's a talk that's very meaningful, sometimes the audience are in tears, other times they're laughing. It felt like such a deep connection between the people standing in the middle of the red circle, speaking, giving a TED talk for the very first time, and the audience really so immersed. And of course, the big treat was working with Shah Rukh. Of course it was. It was amazing. And he is not only intellectual and brilliant, he asked the best questions of our speakers. Of course, we prepared him a few questions, but he never used them. He went completely from his own brain. And he's a very clever man, and we're very blessed to have him as our host.
Thank you so much, and we look forward to it. So welcomes you the similar way with open arms. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, now the publication that you belong to before you ask the question. Floor is now open.
Hi, Gaurav Sana from Indian Express here.
Hi.
Tell us, what is the word for TED Talks India?
Okay, thank you for the question, Sana. I will leave you with some intrigue. You know what TED Talks are like. So you heard in depth Chris's vision for TED, and that was our starting point. When I met with Chris, when I read his book, he talks about spreading ideas and the power of ideas, and that's how essentially civilization started, around a campfire, telling stories. So we want to capture that. We hope to capture that. Hopefully, as Shah Rukh Saab was saying, you will find something new in the kind of mix that we are trying to create. That yes, there should be ideas, there should be fun, and we definitely at Star Plus believe that entertainment can be interesting and intelligent.
And what is the time slot that you're looking forward for?
Wait to hear more from us. We'll tell you.
Hi Shah Rukh,